Ladies and gentlemen, Smarties 2021 is so thankful to receive many submissions from different brands and agencies. And now, here we are today to show you one of the best mobile marketing campaigns in 2021. The case will be presented by Mrs. Phang Việt Nga, Marketing Manager of VNG Game Studio. And please join me in welcoming her on your screen.
Hello everyone, my name is Nga. I am the Marketing Manager for Game Studio 1 at VNG. In today's session, I'm going to tell you the story of our latest game, Võ Lâm Truyền Kỳ 1 Mobile, and how we made it the biggest game launch of the Vietnamese game industry. Võ Lâm Truyền Kỳ is among the biggest game brand in Vietnam, with a history of 16 years and counting. We have 6 existing titles and a sizable and loyal player base of over 20 million gamers. But there is a problem. 5 out of 6 products in the series are PC games, while the market has already shifted to mobile gaming. This is the reason why in 2021 we decided to take the chance and launch the mobile version of the pioneering game in the series under the name Võ Lâm Truyền Kỳ 1 Mobile. However, we identified 3 key challenges. One, the mobile role-playing game category has always been the most competitive in Vietnam, with various competitors and new titles released every month. Even though the introduction of mobile devices brings many opportunities to expand the user base, the extreme competition, oversaturation, and rapid entry of new youth-friendly mobile games sets the barrier very high for our product. Secondly, due to our long history, Võ Lâm Truyền Kỳ is often linked to its PC-based product and thus being perceived as a very old and lackluster brand to the mass gamers, especially those of Gen Z. It's like something only their dads or uncles would play in the old day. In addition, with the introduction of 3D graphic games, mobile gamers have grown accustomed to and learned to expect high-quality visual graphics, while our game Võ Lâm Truyền Kỳ 1 Mobile still has a very retro 2D style. The third challenge, and also the biggest, is a collaboration project between VNG and the original developer of the Võ Lâm Truyền Kỳ series. We had to launch the product first in Vietnam. Therefore, different from other licensed games, there were no original visual resources, creating a significant challenge for us to produce marketing materials within 6 months to the launch date. Translating these challenges into marketing objectives, that means we'll have to become not just the top of voice, but also the best of voice in an extremely aggressive market situation. The majority of our user base has been male hardcore gamers over 25 years old. However, in order to complete the goal, we will need to expand our user base to the younger mid-core and mass casual gamers, as well as penetrate into the female gamer group. For this to work, our campaign would need to be fun, fresh, and modern, while memorable enough to set ourselves apart from the crowd. And most importantly, we wanted to make it in Vietnam and make it by ourselves to prove that our in-house team can also create high quality and high technology productions on the same level with the usual cinematic trailers and TV commercial of the global games. But how would we do it when we don't really have anything to start with? And the game itself looks very far from the fun, fresh, and modern look that we wanted to go for. I knew we needed a transformation catalyst and a fresh marketing approach to reinvent our brand. And since it cannot start from the game itself, we'll have to do it the other way around. So here's what we did. Most games often rely on in-game creative to create out-game marketing materials. Võ Lâm Truyền Kỳ 1 Mobile took an unprecedented approach to overcome the lack of marketing resource by turning out-game into in-game or by bringing reality into game marketing. Instead of simply hiring influencers to spread the word, we chose a classic and credible brand ambassador, Trấn Thành, and transformed him into a 3D or CGI character named Đại Hiệp Trấn Thành or Swordman Trấn Thành. Creating a virtual experience from a real ambassador was no small feat, in order to create the digital live version as realistic and detailed as possible. We applied 3D scanning technology on Chen Tang to replicate his body figure, skin texture, facial expression, and movements, and then sculpted the model accordingly. We also study references from the game and classic martial arts movies to develop a familiar visual concept, including costume, poses, and motion, putting the final touch to the CGI character, as you can see in this cinematic trailer. By building the digital Đại Hiệp Trấn Thành, we could have more control over both the quality and quantity of the creative materials, producing many creative concepts ranging from TVC, cinematic trailer to call to action ads, viral clips, and even more complicated formats. This solution also allows us to explore more imaginative options. For example, putting our brand ambassador in a fantasy setting, reenacting longer action sequences, while proving to be more cost-effective and time-saving. In addition, the cinematic trailer and CGI characters also appear inside the game, completing the cycle of integrating a real ambassador with a virtual experience. Taking it to the next level, we employ 4 additional celebrities to act as our mini ambassadors, including Miss T, Điển Linh, Min, and Dế Chuất, so that we could extend the exposure of our launching campaign to the majority of mid-core and mass gamers in Vietnam. In a series of 5 TVCs and various mini clips, they represented the 4 holy beasts or Tử Linh to demonstrate the symbolic spirit of martial arts and further showcase the features of the game in a fresh manner, appealing to the new generation. During the pre-launch and launching phase, we utilized a 360-degree media strategy covering all major digital and especially mobile media channels, including social, digital ads, out-of-home, and so on, with over 500 ads in innovative formats in order to engage our audience at all possible touch points. And the result, from the very first day, Võ Lâm Truyền Kỳ 1 Mobile was a major hit. Not only we managed to exceed the extremely high KPIs, but we also broke all previous records of the Vietnamese game industry, including brand awareness, user volume, and game revenue, and took over the leading position in the role-playing game market. The campaign was also able to achieve amazing results, amassing 65 million views and 88 million engagement with the TVC and on creative materials featuring Chen Tang and his CGI character. The Tử Linh series also received over 10 millions in views and 17 millions in engagement, showing the incredible response from our audience. This is the most successful launching campaign for a new product in the history of the Vietnamese game industry. We achieved the highest download volume for a mobile role-playing game in its first month, and also the highest revenue, surpassing all previous records. Võ Lâm Truyền Kỳ 1 Mobile dominated the top ranks of the Vietnamese App Store with a retail return on investment of the launching campaign at 3.5 times. And we managed to complete our annual target revenue in less than 3 months. Given the boom in Vietnam's gaming industry, staying ahead of the competition is not easy. Our success story with Võ Lâm Truyền Kỳ 1 Mobile proves that out-of-the-box thinking combined with creative digital transformation goes a very long way. Instead of just sticking to the norms, we were the first game in Vietnam to employ a multi-level influencer marketing strategy, a 360-degree media execution, and also the first to apply the opposite creative formula to bring reality into game marketing, and had a large-scale production, setting our brand ambassador and his CGI counterpart on a fantasy journey of their own. And the fact that we were able to accomplish that with an in-house team all within 6 months before launch means that you can too. Thank you very much for the attention.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Phan Việt Nga, come from VNG. Ladies and gentlemen, and now be ready to welcome another speaker.